an heir with Christ. You become an heir. You can say, I am an heir, and you can inherit the blessings of Abraham. Every encounter with God gives you an assignment and defines your blessings. What do I mean by that? When God said to Abraham to leave the home of Charlie, he said, leave your father's house. Follow me and I'll take you to a land flowing with milk and honey. He did not stop there. He said, I will bless thee. Nations shall be blessed through you. These are promises. From there, the inheritance of Christ came up. And you, as a child of God, you possess that same blessing. You possess that same power. You possess that same encountering blessings. And because of that, and because of who you are, if you have encountered God, if you have dealt with God the way you are supposed to deal with Him, and you are still answering your own name, I can go at you what they gave me another encounter again. You know, so the reason why I did not reveal this is because you are not yet mature. In the level of spiritual walk, it's step by step. You cannot jump one step and reach 20 steps. Or not, it's against natural and physical law. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
God said, I needed to introduce who I am. He said to him, I am the God of Abraham. Look at this. All those introductions is not a collective God. It's a personal God. In English, it's a definite article. He said, I am the God of who? Abraham. The implication is this. Isaac would have as well chosen for God not to be his God. Then he said a word in command. Each of them can stand as an independent statement. He said, I am the God of Isaac. Meaning Isaac chose to know who God is. The third one said, I am the God of who? Jacob. Because Jacob finally chose for God to be his one, God. The three of them at the part said, the God of your father, Abraham. The God of your father, Isaac. The God of your father, Jacob. When God made that introduction, his identity and who he is was no longer in question. That thing was a revelation. An encounter goes with a revelation. Remember, an encounter comes by way of revelation. When God reveals who he is to you, it will be easy for you to follow him. But man being man does not look at the promises of God. Man being man will always give excuses why he's the way he is. Because he go, tell them I have sent you. He said, what are you? Upon all the introduction God gave, Moses still asked the question. If they ask me, who are you? What will I tell them? The question, what has God been doing all this while? No introduction in the Lucy's. So, okay, we did not hear that one. But I tell them, I am. That I am. I prophesy to somebody this evening. In that sickness that is ravaging you, I am that I am. Says that you are healed in Jesus. See that right situation that you have been finding difficult to untie. That business that sin is not going to move ahead. I am that I am has spoken about it. It shall no longer be difficult again. That your childlessness, if God will remember me and do it in his own ways, I stand in his miracle which is still in my house till today, and I declare that your womb shall carry your own child. God had to introduce himself again. I am that I am could not say a lot of things. He could know that he made the heavens and the earth. He could know that he does not have beginning, neither does he have an end. He could know that anything is possible with him. He said, is there anything difficult for me to do? That's why that introduction, man being man in the form of Moses was still doubting. James said, if there is anything that offends God so much, it is having that of who he is and what he is capable of doing in your heart. Then God had to deal with three things in his life. His material possession. What was his material possession? That is where the evidence of God gets manifested. The Bible says, my blessings upon your life will make you rich. It will not add any sorrow. All this while, Moses has been carrying that staff as a shepherd. He never knew that that staff is an authority. And God said to him, do you mind kindly throwing that staff on the ground? Which is his material possession. It represents his wealth. It represents the symbol of authority in his house. It represents anything that makes him Moses. When he threw into the ground, God dealt with it and showed him that no matter how you think you are rich, all wealth that you have does not come from the east. It does not come from the west. It comes from me above. When he threw it to the ground, he became snake and he ran away. The first encounter. When God deals with you, he deals with your blessings. He said, pick it from the tail. Obedience. He did it. God now had to show him that he's the healer of all sicknesses. If you encounter God, you become above sicknesses. Any day will change. How many of you have carried a child to the hospital and you think that that child will die? And when you walk into that hospital, the doctor will be behaving as if you are not dead. You will say, nurse, come, nurse, come. Nurse is busy, following the doctor about. And you are saying, this doctor is wicked. Why would this doctor come and attend to my child? You are crying out your eyeballs. The only reason why you are crying is because the knowledge that doctor has, you don't have it. And before you, that child that is vegetting as if he's going to die, just one injection. After 30 minutes, doctor said, give him birth. He won't even come. And you are worried that the doctor has not come. That is what ignorance makes a man to do. But when a man believes in God, and have knowledge of the capacity of what God can do, situations will not make you panic. That doctor knows that that child will not die, but you that brought the child does not know that that child will not die. So you can say anything you want to say. You can panic. That is a natural reaction of people. When situations seem to be above them, they forget that their God knows all things. They forgot that their God is capable of changing the most difficult situation. The doctor will just come and put one injection. The child will sleep. In the morning they will give you a bill. And you will go. You see, my vehicle that is outside, I will drive that vehicle. Police will see me, they will not stop. But each time I give it to my friend will still drive that same vehicle. The next thing I will hear, Alistair, where are you? They don't catch me up. Please come. I will begin to talk to the police and say, what is the difference? I don't talk to them. I don't tell them who I am. I don't carry emblem for head, say I carry them at the barrister. But they see me, they leave me. The difference is my courage. The difference is the boldness I have. The difference is what I do. When you encounter God, one of the first things that God gives with as evidence, He will kill the spirit of fear in you. That is why Paul said, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us the spirit of boldness and of soundness of mind. Yes. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Yes. Soundness of mind. God needed to deal with that. The second thing that God dealt with, which is evidence of who He is. When you encounter Him, you encounter Him. He said to Moses, you are held and heart. Now put your hand in it. The moment he did that and brought it out, that helping hand became a leprous hand. He was shocked and he became afraid. God wanted to show him, I'm in charge of your wealth. I'm in charge of your health. So I put it back where you brought it out. And when he came out, he became more of a brand new hand than it was. I don't know the sickness that has ravaged you. Have you forgotten the promises of his encounter at the cross? He said, by his stripes, you are what? Healed. He did not just, he said, healing is inheritance of the children of God. And the book of Luke says, as many as believe, they become what? Children of God. It simply means when you are sick, you confront God with his words. You don't pray amiss. You remind him the things he has said. He has also said to you, as far as you have encountered me, is that my word concerning you will not come to pass. It is better heaven and earth does what? Passes away. If that is the awesome, unfailable word of God, why will you suffer in that sickness and not pray yourself out? Are you following what I'm saying? True evidence. It deals with your material things. That's your symbol. What you hold here as a symbol of authority. The hand of God steps into it. He will change everything. Then he deals with your sickness. then he deals with nature. And that's where I will summarize, then we'll begin to pray. How did God deal with nature? Even after that, Moses still tells God, Baba, don't you understand that? I don't know how to speak. Oh man, why are you full of excuses? God is always patient with us, wanting to draw us back to himself. Here, the more I don't man, of all these revelations God has shown Moses, he still remembered his personal weaknesses. Hell, will I pass this interview? I only came out with pass in the university. How will I face this people? I am ashamed of my certificate. Don't you know it is not certificate most times, it is the grace and favor of God and me. Are you understand what I'm saying? Have you seen those who are most qualified become the leaders of campus? God usually pick the unqualified to make them qualified. When Peter and his cohort began to blow in other tongues, speaking in tongues, the people around them say, is it not Peter the fisherman we know? If you have encountered God and people begin to say, when did it happen? Also, I got it and then around. Oh no, you joy on in a Jehovah. Stop disqualifying yourself when grace has qualified you. Moses said, I am not eloquent. God said, who told you? Who told you? I am the God who changes the unchangeable. I control nature. If you encounter me, your nature and everything about you that you think that are realistic will change. And how did God do that? He said, okay, carry sand in your hand. He said, when you get it, drop it on the guy. He said, the Bible says, and he said, carry water from now. Drop it on the foreground. He said, no. And that water became blood automatically. That is God dealing with nature. That is God trying to deal with nature so that you will know He is the Almighty. If you understand your encounter with God, you should have it at the back of your mind that God can deal with these three things. He deals with your authority, that is your wealth. He deals with your body, which is your healing power. He deals with the nature so that nothing can by any means stand against you. Nothing. Not even one. People always ask questions. If you have encountered God and you don't have a testimony, you need to go back and seek God's help. You see that blind man and that beautiful girl, when he received healing, he ran back and was telling everybody that cares to know. He said, I am men outside who have touched me. Every encounter must send you out to become a preacher. Not every preaching must carry you, must not happen in the mind. But it can happen when you testify. I started my preaching by telling you what God has done. That's testimony. Così tu ne che sui di tua testa c'è là. I'm not going to what would you not know? But let me talk right. There's something we are going to do. And this pertains mostly the young ones in the church. But you know that God has done his own part. And we on our own self, we are still suffering because of the mistakes we made in the past. A man who knows there is HIV and yet continues to live a very frivolous and promiscuous life. And only repents when he contacts HIV. God will forgive your souls. It will take divine grace for him to step into your healing. Are you understand what I'm saying? Every action has a natural consequences. Every action has a natural consequences. One of my worries this evening is that most people, their blessings have been caused. And there are many things that can make you lose your encountering blessings because of two things. I'll speak on them, then we'll pray. I've already finished my message. In the book of Exodus chapter 12, all of us know who Miriam is in the Bible. Miriam is the elder sister to Moses. Miriam is the one through whom God saved the life of Moses. Miriam is the one who suggested to the mother, keep that particular basket. Keep it, I will watch over it. Miriam is the one who came to Pharaoh's daughter and said, I know of a Jewish woman who will nanny this boy for you. Everything that happened in the life of Moses from birth, Miriam knew about it. And many have understood that Moses carried the call on his head. Many people in the church are suffering because of the utterances they have made against the altar. Many people in the church are not progressing because they have stepped against those who are prophets. And they have spoken against things they are not supposed to speak against. The Bible said in the book of Genesis chapter 12, and Miriam conspired with Aaron, and they questioned the authority and the calling of Moses. You know what they said? Is it the only one that God speaks to? When they did that, Moses was not there. Moses never knew. But there was a God in heaven who knew. The moment they did that and began to conspire, in their secrets, God told Moses to call them and call the entire congregation before the temple of the Lord. And when they came, God came down himself and they were trembling. And he asked them a question. He said, in every generation there are prophets. And when I want to speak to prophets, I speak to some of them through visions. I speak to some of them through signs. But when he comes to my friend Moses, I speak to him as a friend. We speak to a friend. Because how dare you conspire? I want to share something with you. You see, in this 2021, everyone ran attack on those who came and a man. Run away from that. Bible says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or seated in the midst of the scornful. That was scornful simply means in the other way passing. In 2021, if it is blessed, he said, in blessing I will already bless you. That is 2021 promise. Everything you have lost in 2020, I will restore in sevenfold. That is his blessings and promise to you. He's saying, but be careful. If you want to receive this blessing, do not sit in the midst of the scornful. Or else. I said, or else. Your blessings will be cut. Number two, some of you, the young ones, I want to talk to you now. The Bible said in Genesis chapter 4, 40, 41, 42. You start from 20, you understand the mystery of what I'm about to say. And Jacob said, O sons of Jacob, gather around me that your father will bless you. All of them gather and say, oh Reuben, now I want to speak what I want to say to you now. One of the things that have killed the blessings of young men. Say, oh Reuben, you are my first fruit, the strength of my youth. When I look at you, I see myself in you. You excel in everything, but you shall no longer excel. For you went into my bed and divided with my concubine. You see, that incident happened in chapter 20 of Genesis. The Bible said, and when Jacob came back from Galilee of Canaan, he heard about what Reuben has done, and he kept his mouth shut. He did not say anything about it. After 20 years, come, let me show you how your people will look like. Some of you have grown so big that your father is a mess in your eyes. Some of you have grown so big that you were a nemesis in your father's house. If you like, come to church and serve in this place, sweep this place. If you go back home and you keep troubling your home, he who scattered his household, my Bible says in Proverbs, shall inherit the wind. A lot of young men in the church now, they are walking on buses. If like you, when you have broken his heart, you are saying, you say you get it for doing this, your children will do it to you. No matter how he begins to laugh with you tomorrow, you see that statement made out of pain carries what? Weight. In the land of Israel, they value so much the blessings of the father. That is why yesterday when I was talking about Esau and Isaac, Jacob, what did I say that he stole? His father's laying on the hand. They value it so much because in the hand of every father there is a coverage that follows you. One of the blessings we enjoy by virtue of our encounter with Jesus is that we can step in and say, Abraham blessings are mine. We sing it like a song, Abi. Yes. What gives you authority to do that is your encounter with Christ. That encounter makes you to become an heir that blessing. And what is that blessing? God said to Abraham, through you nations shall be blessed. Because you have accepted Christ, you step into that inheritance. When you step into that inheritance, the cover of our great patriarch, the covenanted Abraham, covers our head. That is how the cover of your father is on your life. It doesn't matter whether your father is an Okada man. It doesn't matter whether he's a keke driver. You see, that aura of authority he carries over you, don't toy with it. For our generation, I'm as if your father's blessing. If you're a father in the house and you have made statements out of anger against your children, against that small boy that you are living with, we are going to do something before the Lord this evening. We are going to make a very serious prayer. Every negative utterances that you may have made against someone who is under your authority, I had a verse here now. So that 2021 again may hinder us. So if you're a young man here, I want you to come forward. We know ourselves as young men, we can be very strong.